It's 11:30 p.m. You're exhausted. Your brain feels like mush and your eyes are burning from staring at screens all day. Every rational part of your mind is telling you to go to sleep, but you don't. And that right there, that is the exact moment your tomorrow was ruined. You've already taken out a high-interest loan on tomorrow's energy, focus, and good mood. This nightly ritual is the invisible anchor holding you back from the life you want. So, if it's so damaging, why is it so addictive? The answer lies deep in our psychology. In this video, we're going to expose that reason, and I'll give you a science-backed system to finally cut the rope. So what is this strange nightly ritual? Psychologists have a name for it: revenge, bedtime, procrastination. It's basically our brain's weird way of getting revenge on a day that felt out of our control. From the moment you woke up, your time belonged to your boss, your lecturers, your family. You spent your peak mental and physical energy on their priorities. So when you finally get a moment of peace, your brain screams, "Finally, my time." Even if your body is exhausted, your mind is starved for a little bit of freedom. And in that moment, sleep feels like just another rule you have to follow, another responsibility. Scrolling on your phone, however, feels like a choice. It feels like control. But to truly understand why this happens, we need to look inside your brain at the two key players in this nightly battle. Think of your brain as a company. The one in charge is your prefrontal cortex, the CEO. It's the sophisticated, logical part of your brain right behind your forehead. It handles long-term planning, rational decision-making, and impulse control. It's the part of you that knows going to sleep is the smart move. But there's also the limbic system. Let's call it the impulsive intern. This is the primal, emotional core of your brain. It doesn't care about tomorrow's meeting or exam. It wants one thing: immediate gratification. It seeks pleasure and avoids pain, right now. Here's the problem. Your prefrontal cortex, the CEO, runs on a finite battery. Throughout the day, every decision you make, every email you answer, every time you resist the urge to eat that cookie, you drain a little bit of that battery. And if the battery's empty, you face something called as decision fatigue. By 11:30 p.m., your CEO is exhausted. And when the logical CEO is tired, the impulsive intern takes over the office. It says, forget the long-term plan. We've worked hard. We deserve a reward, and we deserve it now. And what's the easiest, most frictionless reward available? A hit of dopamine from your phone. Every new video, every funny meme, every surprising notification delivers a tiny jolt of this feel-good chemical. It's a cheap, easy, and endless supply of immediate reward that your tired, impulsive brain can't resist. That's why you're not picking up a challenging book at midnight or pulling out the guitar to finally learn that new song. Your brain wants the path of least resistance to pleasure. So you give in. You get 5 or 6 hours of sleep instead of the recommended 7 to 9. You might think, it's just one night, I'll be fine. But when this becomes a habit, you are systematically degrading your brain and your body. And you feel it the moment your alarm goes off. It's that heavy, groggy feeling that you just can't seem to shake all morning. That feeling of brain fog isn't just in your head. It's the result of a real, physiological process. While you're in deep sleep, your brain activates a remarkable waste clearance system called the glymphatic system. Think of it as a crew of microscopic janitors. They flush out all the waste and toxic proteins that build up between your brain cells during the day. When you cut your sleep short, you're essentially telling the janitorial crew to go home halfway through their shift, which in turn builds up the trash. One of those toxic proteins from that trash is famously linked to Alzheimer's disease. And while that's a scary thought for the distant future, you don't have to wait decades to feel the impact. The damage happens every single night you skip sleep. And that's because sleep is also when your brain does something called memory consolidation. During the day, your experiences are temporarily stored in a part of your brain called the hippocampus. During deep sleep, your brain transfers these memories to your cortex for permanent long-term storage. But without enough sleep, that transfer process is incomplete. It's like writing a whole essay on your computer And just when you are about to save the file, the power goes out. The document is gone. So, after just one bad night, you're left with a brain that's not only messy from yesterday's leftover trash, but is also missing crucial files. It's the perfect recipe for the mental slowness and lack of clarity you feel the next day. And this chaos doesn't just stay in your head, it triggers a domino effect throughout your entire body. Ever notice how the smallest things feel super stressful after a bad night's sleep? Or how you suddenly crave an entire bag of chips at 10 p.m.? That's not a coincidence. It's a sign that your body's systems for handling stress and hunger have gone completely haywire. And that chaos quickly spreads. It's why you wake up with that puffy, tired look on your face, and why your digestion feels off even when you're eating well. You're not just tired. You're actively preventing your body from properly refueling. Okay, so now we know why we do it and how damaging it is. So how do we stop? It's not about just having more willpower, because we've already established that by the end of the day, your CEO's willpower battery is dead. Instead, we need a simple, practical system that works with your brain's limitations, not against them. It's a simple, two-part strategy that addresses both the evening and the morning. The main reason the impulsive intern part of your brain hijacks the controls at night is because it feels starved of real, quality fun. The solution? Feed it a high-quality meal before it gets desperate. Which means you need to schedule your golden hour. It doesn't have to be a lot of time. Just an hour, or maybe 90 minutes in your evening. This is for an activity that genuinely recharges you. Read a book, play that video game, call a friend. By scheduling this, you're giving the intern the fun it's craving, but you're doing it while your CEO is still awake enough to approve it. You're proactively giving your brain the freedom it needs, so it doesn't have to steal it from your sleep later. So that solves the pull of the evening. But there's another force at play. The fear of the morning. We know the alarm means another demanding day is about to start, and we need to change that. So before you go to bed, you need to define your wake-up win. This is one small, enjoyable thing you will do for yourself within the first 15 minutes of waking up, and it must be a reward, not a chore. By planning this ahead of time, you're setting up a little dopamine present for your morning self. It reframes the morning from a threat to a promise. It makes going to sleep feel less like an ending, and more like you're just advancing to the next level, where a guaranteed little win is waiting for you. So this isn't about productivity. It's about reclaiming your life from a habit that keeps you tired and average. By using this system, you finally give yourself the two things you are missing: real quality free time, and the restorative sleep you need to actually enjoy it. You start building a life with more energy, sharper focus, and true intention. But when I mentioned scheduling a golden hour, a tough question might have popped into your head. What if I don't even know what I enjoy anymore? If that thought crossed your mind, you're not alone. That feeling of not knowing what's fun is often just another symptom, like the nightly habit itself. The root cause is a deeper feeling of being directionless. And that is the exact problem I built my first video to solve, and it gives you a framework to find your interests again. If you want to go from just having free time to knowing exactly how to fill it with things that truly energize you, it's the perfect next step. Click the video right here to watch it now.